This particular playlist or this particular module is all about how can we work on a SQL. SQL is a like SQL language. You know that sequential query language. Like we will be having a set of codes, or we can say it is a simple English language to manipulate the data we will be using, or to construct a data to databases. To you, it is majorly used to the database management, right? To create a data or to manage the data. First thing, what we need to install the MySQL in our system, because by default we will not be having any MySQL in our Windows or anywhere. First, we need to download the MySQL from the mysql.com. So just you have to search for MySQL. Okay, MySQL. Once you go to this mysql.com, okay, we have to click on here downloads. We have to click on this downloads. Once you click on the downloads, when you scroll down, you will find this MySQL enterprise level. This is nothing but entire for the paid version, but we will not be able to pay anything for that. So that what we will do, we'll use this MySQL community GPL downloads. Okay, community level we will take it. This working principle will be same, but some of the like advanced data security and all will not be available in that. So it asks like what exactly you would like to download, like only repository, or means only for the storing a data, or the entire server, the router, shell. I just want to download each and everything. I wanted to install entire MySQL, this all the shells, everything. So what I will do, I will go to the MySQL installer for Windows. Okay, when I click on that MySQL installer for the Windows, it asks like there are two version of the things. Both are same. The versions are same, but the way it will be installing will be different. Like 2.3 MB one is there, 437 MB. It is the offline, means without any internet connection. Also, after downloading, you can install. But to install this particular one, the first one if you downloaded, you need an internet connectivity to install this particular version. So what I will do, I will download this one, Windows MIS installer. Okay, we'll download that. Around 235 MB it will be. No thanks, I will start download. I don't want to log in or anything like that. It will start installing a MySQL installer. Okay, around 436 MB it is, around 3 minutes it will take. I just will pause that. Later I will show that how to install once it downloaded. After waiting for the 3 4 minutes, it has been downloaded completely. Okay, here if you are like to install right away, you can double click on here. Okay, or you can go to the folder just by selecting like this arrow key, and we can say open in a folder. It will be there in a download section. Okay, it's there in a download section. There, I what I will do, I will double click on that so that we can install it. Okay, double click, start preparing the installation. It will give you the like this pop-up. Okay, here we have to say yes to allow them to install. Start installed. Installation has been started. You can see the configuration is changing, the configuration, everything like according to your Windows which you have been installed. For that, it asks like, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? I say yes. Now it has been started installation. Here, what will happen when you are started installation? It asks like which version you would like to install. There are a developer version, server only, means only server we can use. and client only means only you can do the coding. Okay, you can use a full install all includes MySQL products and feature, or manually select also you can select means we will select which are the things to be installed, like custom we can select, and we can say next. It asks like which are the things we need to select, because I just want to select all of them. Okay, I just say um, what we can do here, change setup. I will go back. Instead of going to custom, I say full everything to be installed, like shell, server, router, workbench, connector, documentation, everything means it's a full package to be installed. I don't want to select only the server, like depending upon the requirement we can install only. But most of the time we work on a workbench, but to work on a workbench we will be required a router also. Like I just want to connect this data to the some other device like Power BI, like that. Then we need a router also, router and server also. Shell also will be required. Connector also will be required that particular time. So I will full. I say next. So it will start. I say okay next. I say yes. I select. I say next. I say yes. I say execute. Okay, we start installing one by one, like server, workbench, shell, router, like these connectors for the C, like open sources, Java, net programming, Python connector. Like these are the connectors we have. We can connect them by using them. Okay, let it install all of them. Then I will continue the video. I'll just pause for that moment. Okay, it has been completed all the installations, like server, workbench, shell, and router will be very important. We have been connected all of them, and we'll go to the next step. Okay, it says that ready to configure like a server routers, the main thing. I say next. Um, Development computer. I don't want to change anything here. I just say port id. This one you need to know that one. You can make a note of this, like when you like to share your like data and all, like if you like to connect to the any other data, then it will ask like this port id. Okay, we have a TCP port id like 3306. This is a MySQL port id. You can write it down somewhere. Okay, uh, I will also write it down so that it will require sometimes. 3306, in my case it is okay. And protocol port is a 33060. Okay, so this port IDs will be required in future also. And next, it asks like you can give some password protection, or this one. Okay, next, you can create one password. Like this also you need to note it down, because password also required, like someone like to share your data to the someone, like then we require this password also. Okay, and you need to know the password. Okay, just using. Just say check. We'll see. It says it's not a password because I have already used a password, I think. So maybe used. We'll check. I can go back. I can say second one. I don't want use a legally authenticated method. But it asks the password, right? So I need to use some password I have been used. Previous when I installed, I think it is taking the same password. So just checking which one was my password I have given. I'll pause for a bit and I will let you know. Okay, I remembered my password right. So we say okay. Then next, okay, my server Windows service name like MySQL 80 is the my this one. This one also requires some time. I say next. Um, apply configuration. I say just execute. Okay. Now I will say finish. Now configuration server is created. Now similarly router also. Uh, I can say finish. Okay. Now I need a ready to configure samples like some of the sample data. Uh, I'll use my password which I created. Then I say next. Okay. Execute. Because I already installed so that it tried to reconnect to the previous we installed one. Okay. Then finish. Next. Okay. Then I say finish. So that I hope, okay, yeah, it has been created, right? So once you have got this, welcome to MySQL Workbench. That means you have been created. If it is not created, local instant MySQL 80. This is the name of my workbench, like where I create my database, everything. And this is my local host ID. Okay, this was mine one. Okay, in case you would like to add your things, you can add here. Okay, these things we will check how to add a host and how to start working with the MySQL workbench. In case you have been closed this one, okay, in case you have been closed, where exactly we can open that one? Okay, we can go back to here, search. Okay, we can search MySQL. Okay, here you get this one, MySQL workbench. Okay, MySQL workbench app. Just if you click on that, it will start open that particular workbench. Okay, so far we have been learned about how to install the MySQL workbench, everything. Okay, in case any doubt, you can refer to some of the documentations or you can revert us back. Okay, the problem what you are facing, you can comment it so that we can reach you out what exactly you have been facing a problem. So this is the way to install. It will take bit time like 20-25 minutes to install, but you need to install it properly.